Welcome to Sunderberg Outdoors. People have been asking me to make a video on the gear I use when ice fishing. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. So thanks for watching, and let's get at it. Tip-ups or set lines have evolved through the years, with a lot of those methods still being used today. When we first started off, we started off with shotguns. Then we went to clickers or rattle reels. Then we went to flags. Then it was on to the windlass tip-up. Then it was the iFish Pro. And in 2023, we have the Finicky Fooler. I started seeing them last year on YouTube. Clayton Schick was using them. They're pretty neat. You put your rod in there and you set it. And when the fish bites, the flag flips. And then the fish is allowed to take line. And then you go and you fight the fish on your rod. There was previous setups like that, like the iFish Pro. They were a little complicated, had bobber stops and triggers and stuff. But this is quite simple, quite compact, and very easy to set up. You got your 3 parts. You have your rod holder. Goes in like that. You have your flag. And it goes in like that. And then you have your trigger assembly, which snaps in and out. There's 2 triggers that come with it, a bigger trigger and a smaller one. This one's for bigger bait, like herrings and big suckers. And it also has a little O-ring on here that you can adjust to make it how sensitive it is to flip the flag. Put your rod into the holder. You wind it up as much as you like to be off the bottom. You open the bail. You grab the loose line. You put it under the trigger. Now you grab your flag. Hook it on the other end of the trigger. There it is. It's all ready to rock. Fish bites. You can run with it. Take your time getting to the line. Pull it out, set the hook, wind them in. That one. I use the same rod and reel combos when I have a set line or I'm jigging. The first rod is the Frostbite Mr. Big, 43-inch heavy graphite from the Twilight series. Very good rod for lake trout, pike, and walleye. You just have to watch the length on it. If you're fishing inside a flip over or something, make sure you have enough room. I pair that with the Okumo spinning reel. It's the Avenger ABF 30. You have a lot of line capacity. It's very smooth. The price is right. Nice big handle. What I like about these is these have the bait feeder function, where you flip this little lever, and if a fish takes it, the spool can freewheel. And as soon as you crank the handle, she engages, and you're back on the front drag. Neat feature. You can buy these on Amazon. Second rod I use is the Frostbite Dump Truck. It's a 39-inch heavy fiberglass rod from the Twilight series. Good rod for pike, walleye, lake trout. All around good rod, a little bit shorter if you want to use it in a flip over. You can fit inside pretty good. I've got this paired with the Okuma Avenger 20 BF reel, a little bit smaller than the 30, but identical. Has the bait feeder function. the drag for the bait feeder function, and the main drag on the front. The line that I use on my jigging rods, as well as my tip-up rods, is a braided line made by Power Pro, usually 20-pound test. It's super thin, zero stretch. The knots tie well. You could go a little bit bigger if you want for bigger pike at 30, but 20 is usually sufficient enough. If you're going to be pike fishing, there's two types of leader material. This one is fluorocarbon, the original blue label made by Seagar. It's very good for spooky fish, good in clear water, almost invisible. You use 30 to 50-pound tests when pike fishing, but the problem is they can still cut it off occasionally. I've seen that different times, but this is way better than just using monofilament. The best leader material, in my opinion, for fishing northern pike is the AFW Surflon Micro Supreme 7x7. This is stainless steel wire coated. It either comes in camo or black. This is 26-pound test. It's super flexible, just like monofilament. You tie your knots directly to a hook or a snap spool or whatever you like, and they ain't going to cut this one. You can purchase it on Amazon. In the last couple of years, I switched over the hook I've used. I went to the VMC Sure Set treble hook in either red or natural. I usually use sizes 4 to 6. The difference with this hook over other treble hooks is it has the one wide bend, and that's to eliminate short bites. And also that wide bend is lined up with the eye. It helps balance it better, and it really improves the hook setting. And it seems like usually when you hook them, they're hooked in the corner of the mouth.
Serious hook? Serious hook?
This is the hook I like. I've had great success with it. The only problem is they're getting hard to find. I don't know if to quit making them or what. Here are my top 5 lures when jigging for northern pike. First one is a rattlebait. This is the Tantrum by Frostbite in a metallic sexy shad, 100 millimeters. As you can hear, it's quite noisy. Really calls them in. You just have to watch it sometimes. If you overdo it, you can actually scare them. But this has a super nice paint job, and the hooks are really good. My favorite jig for pike is the bucktail jig. This is a VMC jig head in shad color, 3/8 ounce. It's got a 4-inch Bass Assassin white tail. This hair was added on by myself there. We tied some bucktail hair on it, give it a little flash. It's got a nice stout hook. You can hook a small minnow or something on there. When fishing with these, it's nice sometimes just to pound them in the bottom in the mud to get the cloud of mud going. That gets your curiosity. They don't know what it is, a crayfish or a minnow or something. But that's one of the best lures. Another jig that's really good is the head spinner by Frostbite. It's new this year, but seems to be working really well. As you can see, got a little blade on the end of it, and when you jig her up and down, she swims all over, attracts the fish. That's in 5/8 ounce in citrus snack color. It's tipped with a 5-inch Dragon Slayer tail in citrus sneeze. This is really good. Again, you can pound it in the mud, hook a little bit of meat on it there to attract them. It sure gets their attention. If they're not too grabby and you want to downsize a little bit, you can go to the dinner bell spoon made by Frostbite. This is 3/8 ounce in Fire Tiger. It's got the little blade in the middle that attracts them and helps make some noise. This has been a good one. You tip it with a small minnow. It's good for walleye, whitefish, trout, pretty well good for everything. Finally, we have Old Faithful, the Williams Wobbler in 3-inch silver. I got it tipped with a mini Slayer in pink money. This lure's been used through the years for everything, lake trout, pike, walleye. It's a highly attractive lure there. It calls them in from far away, lots of flash. It's one of the best.
If all else fails, let's go to bait. Put a herring down. See if we can get a stinky old herring in front of his nose here. There he is. He's got it, but not by the head. Doesn't have it right. I don't know. Got him. I don't know. I know how good a hook set I got there. He, I seen the hooks run all in his mouth. Now he's in the camera. The one that was playing with the jigs, but wouldn't bite the jigs. So a little thing you learn is if they don't bite on any jigs, put some fresh meat down there. I don't know, that's a 26er, probably. Let him go.
Well, there you go. That's the gear that I'm currently using for ice fishing. I hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, maybe even subscribe. Until next time, we'll see you on the ice.